For whatever reason, people do not value marriage. Marriage used to be held on this high esteem, like, oh, you're married? Or you guys are getting married? You guys about to have a wedding? You guys are going to start a family? It used to mean something. But now it just means, oh, we're in a relationship. We tied the knot. We had a big old wedding. We did the whole celebration. And if we just break up, then we'll just go down to the courthouse and get this thing annulled. And that's exactly what's going on with Dwight Howard and his wife. They said, hey, this thing ain't working out. So 180, they have been married as long as Donald Trump has been the president in his second term. 6 months, 180 days, and they're ready to call it quits. So Yahoo is reporting Dwight Howard's wife files for divorce after 6 months, and she wants everything to be equally divided. Ain't no way. There's no way that this lady wants everything equally divided after this short amount of time. It says Dwight Howard's latest drama isn't on the court. It's playing out in a Georgia courtroom instead. Just 6 months after getting married, reality star Amber Rose Howard, also known by her stage name Amy Luciani, filed for divorce from the former NBA star, according to documents obtained by TMZ Sports. In the filing, Amber wrote that the marriage is irretrievably broken. Damn, that word kind of f***ed me up, didn't it? Irretrievably broken, adding, there are no prospects for reconciliation. She's asking the court to equitably divide all marital assets, and property, and is seeking alimony. But in the world of short-lived celebrity marriages, a clean 50-50 split isn't always guaranteed. Whether a prenup is involved or not, the legal and financial fallout of even the briefest unions can be messy and costly. Unfortunately, this is the type of situation that gives marriage a bad rap. People always say, or men are always saying, oh, we're going to be passport bros. We're going to go overseas. I don't agree with it. I don't think that people should be going overseas as a means to avoid going out there dating and finding the correct woman, right? Because women are out there. There are good women in the USA. There are good women in all of these markets, not just in these passport bro countries. But this is what gives marriage a bad name. Because what do you mean after 6 months, this lady is asking for alimony? Because if that's being reported and it's true, that's 180 days. She's been married to him as long as Trump has been the president for his second term. It makes no sense. And if this is what people have to look forward to when they get married, potentially getting divorced and getting half of your shit taken away, when this lady has done nothing to contribute to your success. Dwight Howard is retired. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing now, but he's retired from the NBA. So hopefully, if they are splitting, she's only asking for marital assets. Maybe they bought a home. Maybe they bought some cars after they tied the knot. That I can see. Hey, regardless of what you did to buy this house, it's our house. It's our marital house. So you can't just walk away with it. In that sort of situation, I can agree. But alimony? Before things fell apart, the couple was keeping things low key, which you should do. I don't know why people are obsessed with throwing their relationship all over the internet. Nobody cares. It's a moment, right? Just like any other news. It's a moment and then people move on. It says, then last December, they went Instagram official. That's when you make it official, when you put it online. With their engagement, posting a joint announcement to both of their pages. Wedding photos followed, along with a luxe getaway to Thailand that Howard subtly hinted was their honeymoon. But fast forward just 6 months, and the romance has turned into a legal untangling. While short marriages might seem simple to dissolve, the financial aftermath is rarely clean cut. When couples separate, they need to figure out how to divide everything they built, including investments, retirement accounts, businesses, and even debt. I don't imagine that they have that many marital assets. Maybe they did some stuff. Maybe they did some stuff while they're married. But this is why I always advocate, if you are not married, don't get into these sort of situations where you're like, oh, we're going to live together, buy a house together, buy a car together, get on loans together. Don't even buy a dog together. Because then you have to figure out whose dog it is if you guys break up. Just wait. Or you get the dog and it's your dog, or it's her dog, but it's not you guys' dog. And don't have kids if you're not married. I don't know if I mentioned that one. You definitely don't want to be sharing kids with somebody you're not married to. It says how those assets and liabilities are split depends on state law. In community property states, most assets acquired during the marriage are jointly owned and typically divided 50-50. But Georgia, where Amber filed for divorce, is an equitable distribution state, meaning property is fairly divided, though not necessarily equally. See, this is that bull. This reminds me of the situation with Anthony Edwards. Actually, that girl's last name was Howard as well. I forgot her first name. But she flew over to California thinking that she was going to get additional child support. What did the judge over in California say? Hey, fly back to Georgia. I have no jurisdiction to decide what's going on in terms of the family situation. So this lady, wherever they're from, she goes and files for divorce in Georgia, knowing the game. These women, they know the game. This is unfortunate. This is super unfortunate because I can't be an advocate for marriage when these things are going on. But I do advocate for marriage if you find a good woman. Unfortunately, when you have this much money, success, resources, fame, there are absolute vultures that will play the long game. And all of their friends and all of their family will help them conspire to do this. This is what I was talking about Travis Hunter. He's been with this girl a couple years throughout college. She just hit the jackpot. He said no prenup. When she leaves in a year, 2 years, 3 years, Travis Hunter is going to be hurt. Dwight Howard has built up an entire NBA career to retirement. This woman comes in, married for 180 days. Now she wants half. She wants alimony. No, I don't agree. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She should not get it. Let's just fast forward. It says, love might be blind, but your financial planning shouldn't be. Before merging lives, couples should have open, honest communications about money. That includes income, debt, spending habits, and long-term goals. It's not always romantic, but transparency can be the key to building a healthy financial future together. You guys know I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I don't really have too much more to say about this. I understand that if you're going to get into a long-term situation, if you're going to get into a marriage, you have to talk about money. What's unfortunate is you don't always know the person's intentions. Somebody may tell you, hey, I'm here because I love you. And then what do they turn around and do? Ask for half of your stuff. It's ridiculous, man. So if you have some money, if you have something going for yourself, protect what you have by taking the relationship slow. You don't have to rush in and say, oh, well, I like you so much. Let's just run down to the altar. Let's get married. No, have your affairs in order and protect both of you guys' integrity in the relationship by going to get a prenup. And if they don't want to get a prenup, then that might not be the person for you. Just like if a woman doesn't want to get a paternity test to verify that those are your kids, that might not be the woman for you. It's unfortunate that these are the types of things that people have to do. But like we used to say in the Army, trust but verify. I'm going to verify the fact that you are here with the correct intention by making sure that the assets that I came into this situation with, those stay protected. Anything that we build together, hey, it's ours. I love you, you love me. One big happy family, like Barney used to say. That's all going to come after this paperwork is done. Because you're not going to come in here 180 days and then walk away with everything that I built over my lifetime.